Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? I am Enrique, and this is Easy Pictures to Draw. This channel is entirely dedicated to drawing cute stuff and caricatures. So, pretty much today we're going to go over a cute thing. Most of it is cute stuff, I would say, because there's so much, it can apply to anything, right? A cute version of anything. So there's more content. But, I will throw in some caricature stuff here and there. If you guys want to, ask, I'll try to do one. So, the way this channel works is I will go over it with you. You can follow me along, or you can simply just watch, and that's kind of it. Let me show you the stuff I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this marker. I use it constantly. It's called the Faber-Castell PITT Artist Pen, big brush, black 199. And the reason I use this is because it doesn't have a horrific smell to it. It has a somewhat of a smell, but honestly, it's nothing compared to the Sharpie. The Sharpie, that smell fills up the room sometimes. It's nasty. I hate that smell. And you'll notice from my old videos to my new videos, I've converted over to this. I just wanted something that didn't smell bad. And this is it. This is the results. And also I'm going to be using these colored pencils, but in terms of the colored pencils, I'm going to introduce those as I bring them in. So we're going to be drawing a cute version of Iron Fist. The old-fashioned version, of Iron Fist. Love the color scheme, so let's kind of get started on that. I'm going to throw a circle for the top portion of his head. A V shape right here. It's going to be the taper down to his nose. The mask going to taper down to his nose. And I'm going to draw almost the other complete part of the circle on the bottom. So it looks kind of like this bizarre Pokeball right now. I'm going to draw the eyes almost like cat eyes. They're going to be big. They're going to be angular, right? What I always remember is I remember Spawn. He's got these really big angular eyes. Or, like Spider-Man, not really. It's more round. That's why I didn't throw Spider-Man out there. Then I'm going to throw his body. He's going to have his arms kind of upward there. And his body's going to be small. That's kind of the thing about it. Draw a square here for his fist. Over here, square for his fist as well. In front of his fist. And that opposable thumb on the other side of that. Hopefully it's all on screen. There we go. And then the opposable thumb on the other side of that. It's going to pull back. Right, onto the underarm, and that is going to pull into a cartoony little body. All right, here. See, his body is tiny compared to his head. That'd be the cute formula. Excuse me. His sleeves only roll up kind of to his forearm, so I'm going to put a line there. Before I forget, kind of angry-esque mouth. Waist. It's got that kind of like... it's basically like a band around him, but I put it as kind of this. I mean, it kind of goes so low right now, it looks like underwear, so forgive me for that. I'm going to put a little tie over here, kind of make that back into a belt, a little tie. And the same thing for the back of his head, he's going to have a little tie. And let's do the little symbol, a little dragon-like symbol in the front. Since we're dealing with a really small space, and with this marker, we're using, I'm gonna draw a very simplified version of that dragon. It's essentially gonna be just an X or whatever, a plus sign on his chest, with flared wings, the bat wings. The dragon wings do kind of do that. But that's going to be a real simplified version because we're using such a thick marker. Now we're going to put this to the side and we're going to go into the color. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a pale flesh, which is going to be for his flesh. Oh, by the way, this is a Rosart brand, just in case I didn't say that already. A Rosart brand, colored pencil. You're barely going to be able to see this on screen. I'm going to do that like with his hands as well. One thing I forgot is his hair. His hair sticks out the back of his mask. So I gotta throw that in there. And because I'm gonna do that, it's gonna add an extra color there. It's gonna be like a dark, dirty blonde, maybe almost brown, maybe. I'm gonna look through here. And I'm gonna try a true orange in his hair. I need a yellow-like color that's not part of it, but I only really have yellow. And then I'm gonna do the yellow for the mask, a very, very yellow. And I'm gonna use a different brand for that. I'm gonna use a Scholastic brand colored pencil. And this is a lot smaller. I always liked Iron Fist color scheme. I thought it was really neat. And I was always happy they made a series about it. I haven't seen it yet on Netflix, but I'm happy they made a series about it. So, and the reason I'm always happy when they make that stuff is because I'll know about this character I've been seeing in comics. You know what I mean? Like at least a general idea of who he is. I know some people be like, "That's not the same one," but you have a general idea who that character is now. You're like, "Oh, neat." And it'll make you, look up stuff and stuff like that. So I always think it's a good thing. Like when they brought Doctor Strange to the theater, I was like, sweet. Like this character that I know very little about. I've only seen him maybe in the side with Spider-Man cartoons and stuff like that. He was in like a side thing, and he'd show up vaguely. Right? That was Doctor Strange, right? Yeah. But now that you have like a full show about them, you kind of get to know a little bit more about vaguely who they were. Granted, their changes. Put more over here on the hands. Then I'm going to grab the green, and this one is light green in the Rosart brand. I'm going to go into the green section. I didn't put the collar on him like the old school one. Just kind of left him as is. Normally in the old school one he has this giant collar, almost like Dracula collar. And that's pretty much it. That's a cute Iron Fist. You can even darken up certain stuff if you want. You want to get that extra oomph from the color. Kind of dig into the green. The green is much darker than the yellow. No matter how hard you grind that yellow in, it's pretty much just going to be like that. Which is sometimes why I don't like using yellow that much. You have to kind of use it with something else, because you need to contrast it. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, one last thing. Forgot about it. I'm going to throw a thick line border. The character. Alright then, that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot, guys. I will see you next time. Oh, also, don't forget to check out the cool wristbands that we sell at armadillo.com, arm-adillo.com. We sell these cool pencil cases. I don't have one on me for some reason. I almost always have one on me, but I don't have one right now. Check those out. And check out my new program that I've kind of put through. Basically, if you have kind of had, like, let's say, have you ever thought like you should be better than you are now at drawing? Like, considering the time you put in, shouldn't you be better, right? I felt that like many times, and I created a program with stuff that would help you out. It's 22 videos, kind of talking about reasons that may help you kind of pull out of that rut, maybe, if you find it to be a rut, because I certainly found it to be more of a mental thing than it was my practice. And then once I fixed those mental things, it really started happening for me. So I'm going to put that program on my website, refinethedesign.com. It's called Art Boost Videos. I'm not going to link any of this. This is just verbiage. Check it out if you want. All right, see you soon.